Right, hello there, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube and of the Hunter Call of the Wild community, and welcome back to Hunter Call of the Wild with a very special video that I had been working on this past week prior to the new map's release, which was getting 3 different great ones in 3 different days. Now this was kind of inspired by scarecrows getting 3 different great ones and shoot them within 1 hour, getting 2 different great ones on one map. So I kind of got inspired because at the time before the map's announcement, I was kind of getting a little bit stale vibes from Hunter. Like I was just feeling like I was doing the same thing over and over. So I wanted to do something to liven it up. So I decided to combine Scarecrow's 2 like ideas and do it in one. So get 2 great ones on one map and then get a 3rd one on a different map. So I decided Red Deer and Fallow for Aotearoa for the 2 great ones on the same map, and then a great one moose over on Medved. Now this is inspired by Scarecrow. I'm not stealing his ideas or anything. I just wanted to freshen up and liven up my Hunter experience for a little bit before the new map. So as you saw, we took our great one Red Deer with the 308. Another thing that I added was I was going to take every great one out with the weapon I used to take the great one, the first ever one of that species out. So for Red Deer, I had to go all the way back to 2022. It's been 2 years already. And it was 308 that I took my first ever great one red out with. So the 308 was used here, and he went down, I think, pretty swimmingly. In the brush breeds, whatever you want to call them. Not great for a screenshot, but there he is, scoring 264.64. That's actually kind of cool. Medium rack. I think this is my 5th, 6th medium rack Red Deer now. So hopefully he'll fit nicely in Lodge, which he will do. But then, only a couple of moments later, we moved over to the Great One Fallow that I had spawned. There he is, the 10 Fabled. It is the spoon rack, but thank God it's not the golden or the hooded fur type. It's actually the silver, probably one of my favourite fur types for Great One Fallow. I think many people agree that the silver just looks very, very clean and very, very nice. I like the painted, that's my ultimate favourite, but you can't go wrong with a silver. Silver's very nice looking. I got concerned when I first saw the spoon rack. I was dreading seeing a golden or a hooded, as I have 3 of each. So I have a huddle of 3 hooded spoon and golden spoons. I didn't want another one, so thank God this one's kind of unique. But there he is, just chilling, vibing. He's actually leaving because I spooked, I believe, a female in the actual whole herd. So the whole herd's actually leaving. So this is the problem I've had with fallow in the past, which is where I can never get a great one to come into a call, and then when you spook them, they don't flee. Like the great one doesn't flee. He seems to just walk around attentive, which will be in my favor here. But as you can see, or probably have noticed, I'm using the 22-250, which came out with the release of Great One Fallow, and it was the first gun I used on my very first one, and bang, right in that crease in between the shoulder and the body there. Unfortunately, for some reason, this is my second great one in this zone, and the same thing has happened again. I shoot him, and there is no vital blood. There's actually no blood trail whatsoever. So, thankfully, I actually see him on the hillside over there. Or I don't think even the dog would have helped me here, as there's just no blood. I don't know if it's this part of the map that causes it, or there's an issue with, I don't know, the 22-250 on Great One Fallow. I don't know. It was just a bit concerning, I guess you could say, because I didn't really know if it was vital or if I spined him. From experience, I know the 22-250 doesn't bring a fallow down immediately quickly. So the way he went down kind of gave me hope that I did hit him at least vitally. And I did at 273.83, I believe that is, or 88 actually, sorry. I think he's one of my mediocre spoon rack fallow. I think he slots right in the middle. But a nice trophy nonetheless. And then we move over to the moose. Now, disappointing, I was hoping to get the fabled oak. Oak is the last fur type I need for moose. I've been trying for at least a year now to try and get it. No prevail. And unfortunately, with the Great One Moose, we did get one, as you can see on screen. But it's unfortunate. It is another duplicate for the Great One Moose. I have 12 of them, and I believe 4 of them are duplicates, which is I guess considering the fallow, I have, what is it, 10 of them, and I believe 6 of them are duplicates. It's not a bad shout, 12 and only having 4, but with the Great One Moose, it's my favorite Great One in the game. So trying to get, the unique combos, new combos, and obviously Great Ones that I don't have, that was more of the priority and the hope with the Great One Moose grind. I need the Oak, as I mentioned, and I also need, I can never get this rack's name. It's the one that looks like the spider rack, but it's a lot more, there's a load more tines, it's a darker colour. That's the one I'm missing. I don't know what it's called. I call it the coral rack because it looks like a coral reef in my honest opinion. And I've been trying to get that for so long, and I was hoping I would get at least one of them here. But unfortunately, another duplicate. It's the fabled speckled, or I think spotted, with the spider rack. Actually, I got this combo back when I was grinding for Mr. Oreo, if anyone remembers. My ultimate dream trophy and great one, the two-toned moose, where I spawned 2 in the same run. I got this guy, and I think this combo is actually kind of decent. I know it's like a bluish white mixed with an orange, but for me it works, and as you can probably tell, I'm using the Songbird, I think 245, I believe, the handgun. That's what I took my first ever Great One Moose with, so that's what I did with this guy, and believe it or not, I copied it to the T. I heart-shotted my first ever Great One Moose, so I heart-shotted this guy as well. I thought, excuse me, there was no need to differentiate, be different, essentially. Might as well just stick to the T and be what I said it wanted it to be, and there he is, nice heart shot there. He is my biggest, I believe, out of the spider racks I have. He might be just a tad smaller than 1, but out of the 2 duplicates, he is the bigger one, so I don't mind. And I don't normally do this, but just to prove anyone who was doubting that I was maybe lying about this, there is all 3 Great Ones shot back to back to back within 18 minutes. And we're in the lodge to finally have a look at them. They're all in this new designed room that I've been working on. I've had to move things around and all that jazz. So we're going to kickstart, obviously, with the red deer. There he is, 264.6. Well, obviously, the 4 is missing. But with the red deer, because there's no... You can't really tell them different except from rack. There's obviously the fur types are the same. This guy's a 264.8. And I believe the one all the way on this side here is a 264.5. I wish they would at least, like on the screen of where it says, Great One, the medal, time shot, and all that. I wish it says what map they were shot on, and if they're a 1 of 1, just so it, it just makes them a bit more unique. But then we move on to the fallow, who is definitely a 1 of 1 in my lodge in terms of fallow. I kind of like him here. I like a fallow there. I just don't think the silver deserves to be on the wall. I think its fur type deserves to be a full body. So eventually I might have to take down one of my existing huddles, put him in that one, and then work around that. But I do like that combo. I think it's one of the best combos out there, next to the big rack whitetail, which I do need another Great One whitetail. But finishing off the new and improved Great One-ish wall is our duplicate Great One Moose at 192.3. I think I'm going to move this wall around a little bit more. I think I'm going to put 2 more Great Ones where these white stripeless tigers are to make it like a complete Great One wall-esque. And I might move him, this guy who looks a little bit lonely over there as well. As this whole room's been vamped up, and obviously now with the release of the new map, new Great Ones mean possible new changes to the lodge. Maybe that trophy there might be getting replaced with who knows what by now. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Stay safe, happy hunting, all the good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one and the next live stream. Take care and happy hunting, my friends.